Wow, today's going to be very interesting. We're headed out to a place in the country. We're going to video and photograph banding birds. The purple martins are ready to get banded. Today we're headed out to the country. We're going to get some video of the birds being banded, some shots, and I hope to get an interview with the guy who's banding the birds. It should be very exciting.
Days old.
So about 11 days old.
Yeah. So when the feathers start emerging from the major shafts on the long wing feathers, that's when they're 10 days. These are a little bit longer, and this is the ideal time to band them. You could put the band on earlier, but the legs get quite puffy when they're not moving around. So we want them nice and dry and solid. This is the same length, same thickness as the parents. And of course they suffer from sunburn, so you got to keep them away from the shade. So we'll go back and I'll show you where it's banded.
Sure.
Put it on the spreader, open it up, put it into the right size hole. Squeeze as hard as you can. Make sure the band rotates.
And then put them in a different bag.
Yeah, you get mixed up if you don't, so.
And that doesn't hurt them at all.
Nope. The band sizes are all carefully regulated and set for each species. And, he's just sort of a typical little guy. I always like their ears. In many birds, in many hunting birds, the ears are asymmetric, so they don't have to turn their head to locate prey. Owls are asymmetric, hawks are asymmetric. So. Typical foot, three toes in front, one toe behind, for most perching birds.
They're pretty little guys, that's for sure.
Just squeeze as hard as you can. Make sure the band rotates. The band, of course, has a 9-digit number on it, and it's all sequential.
Really important to put them back in the same nest.
Yep.
Sure of that.
Now, in actual fact, birds don't count very well, so you actually could put another clutch in a different nest that already has babies, and the parents would feed them all.
Well, that's nice.
Yep, you can even put different species together. A lot of times the purple martins will put apple or cherry leaves in the nest, and it's because these contain cyanide, and it keeps the predatory insects down. They're quite clever, actually. Yeah, they're too small. Yeah. What happens with them, because they're not moving around, their legs get puffy, and you put the band on, it's really too tight for the leg, and it can cause damage, so you have to be really careful. But they're cute enough.
Oh, yeah.
But in Great Britain, you pay for each and every band, and the cost is determined by the likelihood of recapture. So a swan band costs you much more than a tree swallow band, where they don't have tree swallows. And I don't know if this is of interest or not, but the bands come in bags like this. So the size is indicated in the prefix and the range. They're always 100, and they come on a wire so that they're in sequence, so that I can add them in without any trouble.
Yeah, that'll make it a lot easier. Terrible.
Well,
yeah, well, they're pretty. Look at there, they're not afraid at all either.
Nope.
Excellent. Should have slowed down enough to be okay.
Yeah.
But he died.
There's a National Geographic guy. He actually published, I think, a couple of months ago. And that's what he does. He puts these various insects and things in the fridge, and they slow down, and he gets to The nice thing about banding purple martins is, of course, because the landlords are always in and out of the boxes, changing material or whatever, they get used to us and don't even get a fuss. I don't know if you've seen bluebird nests, but parents keep the bluebird nest extraordinarily clean because they want to reuse it. But tree swallows and purple martins, they do some housekeeping, but they're not nearly as clean as the bluebird.